Hey, what's going on, everybody? In this video, we are going to be breaking down The Red Ranger Becomes an Adventurer in Another World, Episode 6, The Red Ranger and the Mage's Dream. Let's get into it, talk about it, hit that intro, Rangers.
You are watching the Fan Club.
You're watching the Fan Club.
And you're watching the Fan Club. Do you know what time it is?
And you know what time it is.
It's time for the Fan Club. Let's go. Hey!
I can't do this on my own, cause you know things ain't always sweet when you out here in these streets. But my morpher when it morphed, I made a fake one.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Fan Club. It is your boy, Dan Brosnan, in the building. We are so happy to have you guys. We've got another episode of The Red Ranger Becomes an Adventurer in Another World, and we're going to get into it. We'll start with the little mini synopsis from Crunchyroll, and then we'll give you a fan club breakdown on what happened in this one. This is an episode where there isn't a lot of action, but it's more about like story and character building with this one. I mean, we're only 6 episodes in. They're still trying to build this world for you, but let's get into the Crunchyroll synopsis. While Princess Teltina recovers, Red and Ydra focus their efforts on investigating mana seeds and mana metal. This one is more about investigating and forging those bonds that Red is always talking about, building those connections. I've learned, especially in my field, networking improves that net worth, man, for real. The more people that you know, the more people that can help you when times get tough. And if you're good to people and not an asshole, people might come in and help you when times get tough. It's a real thing, man. But let's get into what happened. So it starts off with Teltina recovering. She's got that power that lets her basically turn into like a giant lion and extract mana seeds. And we saw last episode that the magic specter came. Is that what they called her? I think her name is like Shaha or something like that. And Ydra doesn't like her because this is the person that stole her dad's job as the Royal Spectre, I think is the name. It's basically like the #1 magician that works for the royal family, if that's what it sounds like anyways. And Ydra doesn't necessarily like her because she is by the book and they don't really like help the little guy no more like her dad did. But this person brought up is like, hey, we need rules and regulations. Your dad didn't have any rules or regulations and magic was running rampant. People were using spells for evil and murder and burglaries and stuff like that. And I think that there has to be some middle ground with it because, you know, even in our country, the US, there are rules, there are regulations, there are things that you can do and things that you can't do. And I think that's what this woman was trying to tell Ydra, but Ydra wasn't going. The Red Ranger was trying to meet in the middle and agree with both of them, and Ydra got pissed. She ran out and basically thought that like the Red Ranger is just a yes man. He agrees with everyone. He's like, no, listen, your idea is great using magic for peace, but that's going to be super hard. And I think that you should actually work with her. So this was a connection builder. She's going to start working with, is it Shaha? I'm messing up everybody's name and I apologize. We also get to see Lauji for just a few scenes in this one, and him and Red are really starting to build their relationship, and they still don't love each other, but it's a lot better than it was to start. This one was more about making sense of the characters, building those connections, and then there was this flashback of when the Kazuna 5, the Power Rangers in the other world, they were like fighting a bad guy, and it showed how like you can basically summon your other Rangers by like a flick of a button. They can be in the middle of something and then like in a few minutes they're being teleported type thing, which is hilarious. Some of them are on dates, some of them are just eating and they're like, ah, dang it. One of them shows up with the ramen that she was eating. That was freaking hilarious. There's a lot of like little fun comedy here. And then of course there was some weird sexual comedy in this one. Again, we took an episode off last episode, but this one there's like this whole bath scene where Ydra accidentally summons Red while she's taking a bath, and they have this whole conversation. And then, like, towards the end of the episode, it looks like they smash. And then, like, instead of saying that they did it, it was saying something else. Like, what in the heck did they say? I'm gonna look that up real quick. All right, I had to take a break to go back and watch it. So when she asked, like, if you guys, quote unquote, did it last night, she says bond merger, but then you actually hear the Kaizuna Gear voice, which is hilarious. Like, okay, there are some funny moments to this show that I'm sitting there being like, wait, what is going on? There's some weird sexual comedy, but at the same time, some of it is funny. Some of it is not needed. And if this is like going to like be a English dub, I could see them taking out some of this stuff for real. Not even going to lie. I could see them taking like 2 episodes and making it one once they cut out all the weird comedy scenes. And it's not like some of it isn't funny. Like, I was laughing here. Some of it just, we don't have any of this in American cartoons, but I do understand that anime is Japanese culture, man. This is their thing, and their comedy is completely different than what we're doing over here. So yeah, some of it is like a little wild, a little crazy, a little bit weird, but at the same time, I am enjoying the show because of all of the other parts. So after that scene, Tina brings the gang to meet. We find out her father, who is like the king, and we see that her older brother might be a problem. He doesn't want them to dispose of these mana seeds, those seeds that like turn everybody evil. He wants to use them for an army, and the royal scepter didn't really say no or whatever. And Ydra's like pulls her aside and is like, yo, like, are you really gonna use those mana seeds? He's like, probably not, but because of my position with the family, I'm not really gonna tell them no. And then Ydra reaches out and says, hey, like, I want to actually work with you. And Shaha, whatever her name is, the royal scepter, she's like, yo, I've got something for you right up your alley. Let's do it. And then the episode ends. So the next episode, these two are going to get into something. We're not 100% sure on what's going to happen, but I think this was the episode builder that we needed to keep introducing the characters. And the next episode is going to be where there's more of an adventure, if you will. Now, I know I messed up some of these names. I'm still kind of figuring out this show, but this is a lot of fun. I enjoy this, waking up on Sunday morning and watching some Power Ranger Super Sentai style anime. Like, this is cool. I appreciate this. If you have not, go check out The Red Ranger Becomes an Adventurer in Another World. And if you have checked out this episode, let me know what you think in the comments. Shout out all the fans out there that take the time out of their day to watch this content. You are the real MVPs, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
I want to give a special shout out to the Gold Ranger members, Salima Ramirez, Stephen Heffelman, Anime King Nick, Louis Cairns, Papillon Purple, Thomas Franco, and Troy Lyon. Thank you guys so much for your support, and if you want a video shout out like this one, sign up to be a Gold Ranger member today.
Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that share button, and if you can, please sign up to be a member today. We have 3 membership power-ups. We have the Gold Ranger power-up, the most popular. You get into our exclusive fan club chat group. We have fan exclusive videos that we are adding monthly now, and you get a video shout out. Yes, folks, at the end of our videos, I will shout out your name. We also have the Quantum Ranger power up where you get monthly meetings online with me. Yes, folks, we will talk once a month on Zoom, and you can give me your ideas for future episodes. And then we have a professional package, the Dr. K power up, that is for businesses that want to tap into the platform
If you guys can, please sign up to be a member today. It is highly appreciated and it helps us keep these videos going. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Hi, we're Bulk and Skull. We have been requested by the fan club to say something funny.